Got something a bit different for today. I should just stick this up my ass because it would give me a lot more entertainment and stuff to talk about. Especially if it was emptied and it came back the same color. That'd be a really different thing to talk about, but that's neither here nor there. This is a paid request for Daniel. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for your patience. For anyone that wants to request any type of movies, reviews, re-reviews, tier list rankings, video game playthrough for an hour, full playthrough, random thought streams, whatever the case may be, PayPal's the best way to do it. Do have a CashApp as well. The links are down below in the info box, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. And this is for Pet Graveyard. Now, you look at the cover. I almost want to say I wish the movie was like the cover. Because at least it'd be something stupid, silly, dumb, ridiculous, maybe so bad it's good. Something to talk about. Because when you see that cover and you hear the title Pet Graveyard, you see the cat, you think, oh, obviously, this is a ripoff of Flatliners. Because that's what this is. It's a ripoff of Flatliners with a tinge of Final Destination, Nightmare on Elm Street. But just, okay, there is no pet graveyard in the fucking movie, number one. There is no pet graveyard. There is a hairless cat that appears every once in a while that I guess kind of signifies the evil is near, but it's a cute cat that goes meow, meow. And once in a while its eyes go red. But it's like mostly a cute pet cat. And I have no idea what the fuck the cat has to do with the rest of the movie or the villain. I have no idea. I heard at one point this was something called mummies something. I'm like, there are no mummies because death is someone in a cloak with a mask on. You just don't have his damn cipher. Something like, okay, it's a guy in a black cloak. I mean, I was more intimidated by death in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. He's wearing a mask you probably get at Kmart, well, Walmart. And I watch this going, okay, what the hell does this have to do with what was advertised? Nothing. There's nothing about this. The movie is a lot more boring than you would think. It doesn't have a sense of humor. It takes itself very seriously. The only reason it got this cover and the only reason it was called Pet Graveyard is because in 2019, Pet Sematary remake was coming out. So they saw that movie was coming out and they go, well, we have a cat. This movie's coming out. Change it to this. Trying to be a mockbuster, just like when they had those movies like The Terminators, Transmorphers, Snakes on a Train, I Am Omega, which is actually a fun film. It's cheap, it's low budget. I mean, it has about the budget of, I don't know, a lemonade stand, but it was fun to see Martha Costas fighting zombies, and there's even a too brief scene. Way too brief, but still a little fun scene where he fucks up some zombies with some nunchucks. At least there's something to talk about. I could watch I Am Omega, even though it has its flaws. I could have fun with that, even though it's very low budget. This one, you're not going to recognize anybody in the cast. It's mostly 4 characters. 2 of them live, 2 of them die. Spoilers, I know. And it's just ripping off Flatliners. It begins with this. Honestly, this whole bit could be completely cut out. It goes on for way too damn long, like 10 minutes. But we're thrown into the middle. These 2 people, we don't know who they are. They're in a car. They stop. The guy is bleeding. The girl's asking for help. The other girl, which I don't know if it was like a car shop or I couldn't really tell. Everyone seems like they have British accents. At least the 2 ladies. I don't know about the guy, but the 2 ladies have British accents. So I don't know if this was a British film or whatever. The one lady goes, we need help, we need help. And the other girl's like, okay, well, I don't know what's going on. Let me look at your car. Your parked car. Oh my god, I just see any spark plugs. Let me go get something. While she's doing that, the guy who's out of it, he falls asleep and he wakes up in this black void where this guy with a $5 costume stabs him. And then the guy in the real world, he bleeds, and like Nightmare on Elm Street, if you die in the dream, you die for real. The lady sees that, she's sad, she turns around, she sees the figure, but the other girl doesn't see anything. And then this girl, the other girl who was with the guy, the parked car, she gets killed as well. And the other girl goes, oh my gosh, she stabbed herself. So those two die. The one girl's as confused as I am. I think they said this happened 3 years ago, so we jump ahead to the present time where we have our main characters, the sister and a brother. They're still dealing with the death of their mom. The sister isn't doing the best at college. The brother, he does these pranks, these dares on YouTube or whatever platform he uses. So the brother gets the idea of doing this challenge called brinking. It's flatliners. That's what it's, fucking flatliners. Get you close to death or die for a bit and then bring you back. He's doing this not only for the views, but also he's with two others and they've all lost someone. The brother and sister lost the mom. This one guy lost his girlfriend. The girl lost her brother. And maybe they could be able to see them and say goodbye. And the way they do it is they film themselves one by one getting suffocated, like it's fucking Black Christmas, with the bag over the head. I'm like, okay, you're going to have someone you barely know suffocate you. They're not a doctor, so who fuck knows if they can bring you back to life? And you just trust this goddamn guy, and then he does it himself. None of you, I didn't have any medical expertise. At least flatliners, they were medical students with all this equipment. All they have is like a little oxygen thing to put. That's it. And then each one of those, the three, the sisters just watching, dumbfounded as I am. And the three of them enter the same black void, and each one sees their brother or their girlfriend. The one guy sees his girlfriend, but then she tries to bites him on the neck for a bit. The one girl, and I don't remember their fucking names, I don't care to. The girl sees her brother, but then she sees the cloaked figure, want death pretty much. And then the brother sees the mom, but the mom starts bleeding onto the birthday cake. I'm like, what a waste of a fucking birthday cake. In fact, that makes me want to have cake tomorrow. I'm going to have to I got the ingredients. I gotta have some cake tomorrow. Just fucking bullshit. I just said the one positive. It gave me the hunger for cake, because I haven't had cake in a long ass time. Even my last birthday I didn't have cake. I'm like, I haven't had cake for a long time. I have some fucking cake. So thank you, movie. It's the only goddamn good thing you did. But goddamn, you put the blood on the cake. This ain't cherry cake. Ain't strawberry. You fucked up the cake. And the mom says, welcome home. They all snap out of it. And like flatliners, each of those three starts seeing those figures, but there's something more sinister going on. Only the original, I'm talking about the original flatliners, back to the day, with Kiefer Sutherland and Kevin Bacon. That had style, that had a good cast, that had good acting, it's got artistic merit. I think Joe Schumacher, pretty talented director. This, I don't know, this lady who directed it, I don't know, maybe she was working at 7-Eleven or something, I don't know. They said, here's a camera, film this. Once in a while, this hairless cat comes up, and they use this hairless cat, and it looks cute. It's purring. Sometimes has little glowing eyes, and the one guy who saw his girlfriend, he works at an arcade with his goofy tag name, name tag on. And oh my God, there's a cat at the arcade. I'd be like, oh wow, look cute, he's purring and stuff. I'd be like, oh cute little. I try to pet it. This guy freaks out on it. I'm like, okay, so if the original title was A Mummy, is it because, like, The Mummy, how cats scare the mummy and that, but the mummy, the pharaohs, how the pharaohs looked at cats and stuff, was that supposed to be some kind of thing in the original script? If this was going to be titled Mummy? Because there's no mummy, it's fucking death and cheap jack off death costume. And the one girl kept seeing her brother. She sees the cat like in a room when she wakes up. And this film is fucking boring. Like, all that happens is the two people I mentioned die. One dies in the bathroom. One dies at the arcade. The one girl dies because death like puts his hand on her mouth and comes up. It looked like he just spread a bunch of damn cherry sauce on her face. And then strangles her with the bathroom, something in the bathroom. And then the guy at the arcade gets hit in the back with a wrench. And then after talking with someone, the sister gets all this information that's something about the skull. You need to get the skull, and not the fucking crystal skull, but just a skull. And she's got to go under. And the brother's like, you can't do that. She's like, yes, I can, because I'm not losing you. So she does, and she sees her mom, but she's like, you're not my mom. And they fucking have a tango for Tuesday. She gets the skull and smashes it, while the brother is avoiding the killer death, who has an axe, and resuscitates his sister, but he gets hit in the back with an axe multiple times. So because the sister smashed the skull, death disappears, breaks the curse. She resuscitates the brother, and the brother lives. So apparently, if you get hit multiple times in the back with a fucking axe, you fucking live. So I guess the guy in The Shining must have been a pussy. You only took one axe hit. This guy took like 2-3 axe hits to the back, and he's able to live. I don't know if that's how it works. There's a lot of other stuff in this movie. When the girl dies in the bathroom, the brother and sister are outside, and they don't think to kick open the door. They just, hey, can't open the door. What are you doing in there? She's taking a shit. What do you think she's doing in there? She's dealing a twat waffle. What do you think she's doing in there? Why don't you kick open the fucking door? Which I'm not going to do on camera because I don't want to kick the fucking camera and break it. Kick open the fucking door. They can't. They're too stupid enough to realize that. No one figures kick the fucking door open. Also, I find it funny that this all started with the brother having the idea to upload this. Where the fuck you don't upload this video? You think YouTube is going to allow a video of, yeah, these people were suffocating themselves? I know YouTube can allow some bullshit. No, they would take that down. You would not get far with that video on YouTube. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Rumble. Maybe upload on Rumble. That's what he would do it. Maybe get traction there, I guess. But this movie mostly was fucking boring. The acting was mediocre at best. That's being kind. But I didn't care for the characters. The acting was rather mediocre. The direction was flat. There was no sense of humor. Taking the piss out of the idea. And again, for a movie called Pet Graveyard, there is no pet graveyard. There are no fucking pets. There is a cat you see maybe 5 times who really does nothing but purr, and once in a while the eyes go red. But yeah, there ain't no pets and there ain't no pet graveyard. There is a graveyard, but ain't no fucking pets in it. So the cover's a fucking lie. I mean, there is a cat, but it has the title's a fucking lie. Because if they told you what the actual movie was, you'd be bored as shit and go, I don't want to see this. This movie's fucking boring. I mean, that's why it gets like a 2.79 to B. Because it's dull. It's a dull affair. You wanted this to be so bad you could laugh at, and it's not. It's not even that. There's, I guess if you count the beginning, there's 4 death scenes. None of them have a whole lot in terms of special effects. There's no stylistic direction. There's no creative shots. A shot like a movie that'd be on fucking Tubi. Which, that's a negative. But it is shot like a movie that'd be on Tubi. To be or not to fucking be. How about this movie just not exist? Waste people's fucking time. The hairless cat was the best part of the movie. I'm like, oh, that cat's cute. He was the best actor in the movie, too. So, I don't know what this director's done, but hopefully they don't involve a movie. And I don't want to look it up, because if I found out this person worked more, I'd be pissed. So it probably did work more, because, you know, shit floats upwards. But yeah, this movie sucks. The acting sucks. The story sucks. Like I said, it's not even as so bad as good. So bad it's funny. It's not entertaining. It's slow. It's lifeless, and it takes itself too seriously. And it just reminds you of better movies like Flatliners, mostly. And a little bit of Final Destination, because death is coming after them. Only, you know, this is actual death, like in a cloak. And a little bit of Nightmare on Elm Street, where if you die in the dream, you die for real type of thing. Although here he did get you in the real world too. So like Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. Much better movie too. But that's the thing, like why, I mean, if you go into it because of that cover and you think it's going to be a movie you laugh at, the cover is a complete utter lie. I don't understand how they get away with that and not be false advertising. I mean, there is no pet graveyard in the fucking film. It is just there because Pet Sematary was coming out. And that's a crappy movie, but even that's better than this. But I like the original Pet Sematary for what it is. I even like Pet Sematary 2. No brain, no pain. Anyway. If you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. If not, look up Pet Sematary 2. That's the Nightmare on Elm Street compared to this movie. So yeah, Pet Graveyard. If you want to see a lame knockoff ripoff of Flatliners with the production value of a made-for-TV movie, go for it. Because you ain't gonna get a whole lot out of it. It has some stupid shit in it, but nothing like really funny bad. We'll see you guys later. Ciao for now.